I never thought I'd be the kind of man who lost everything to the person he trusted most. But that's exactly what happened. My wife didn't cheat. She didn't walk out with another man. She did something worse. She took $75,000 from our house fund, money we'd saved for nearly a decade, and she gave it away. Then she disappeared. No note, no call, no trace. And I guess that's how I learned that betrayal doesn't always wear another man's face. Sometimes it wears the one you sleep next to every night. My name's Ethan Walker, 34 years old. I live just outside of Boston, in a quiet, working-class neighborhood where everyone mows their own lawn and pretends their lives are normal. I work as a mechanic. Not glamorous, not easy, but honest. Every shift is long, greasy, and loud, but when I come home at night, I feel like I've earned every cent. Lena, my wife, was the opposite of me. A nurse, quick, emotional, always ready to fix someone's pain, even if it meant ignoring her own. She was the kind of person people confided in, and I loved that about her. She had this light that filled every room she walked into. When we first met, I thought she was out of my league. But she liked how grounded I was, how steady I seemed. And for a while, we balanced each other perfectly. Her fire, my calm. We got married after 3 years and slowly started saving. We didn't take vacations. We didn't eat out. Every spare dollar went into what we called the house fund. We used to drive around on Sundays pointing out homes for sale. She'd always say, "That one? That's the one we'll raise our kids in." I used to believe her. Then came that night. It was just a regular Wednesday. I'd gotten home late from work, dirty and tired. She was in the living room, folding laundry and watching TV. I checked my email before dinner, and there it was, a notification from the bank. Withdrawal $75,000. At first, I thought it was a glitch. But when I checked the account, my stomach dropped. The balance was real. The money was gone. I went straight to her. "Lena, did you move money from the house fund?" She froze. Didn't even look up. Then, in this soft, almost bored voice, she said, "Yeah, I did." I waited. "I gave it to my sister," she finally said. Those words didn't make sense. Not together. Not out of her mouth. You, what? She was going to lose her place. She needed help. With 75 grand? Are you kidding me? She didn't answer. Her eyes filled with tears, but I could tell she wasn't sorry. She was scared. I asked, "Why didn't you tell me?" "I knew you'd say no," she said. "Of course I'd say no. It's everything we've worked for." She started crying harder. I was just trying to help her. She's my sister, Ethan. What was I supposed to do? Watch her fall apart? I remember standing there looking at her, feeling this mix of anger and disbelief. "You were supposed to talk to me. You were supposed to trust me," she shouted. "You don't understand family." I almost laughed. "Family? You just stole from the one you built to save the one that never stops taking." She went silent after that. But in her eyes, I saw it, that flicker of guilt that comes too late. That night, I slept on the couch. The next morning, she was gone. She didn't take everything. Just her clothes, her passport, and the photo from our wedding day. I called her phone. No answer. Called her sister. Voicemail. Her job said she'd requested personal leave, and then nothing. I went through our accounts, our emails, our bills, and that's when I noticed something else. The transfer didn't go straight to her sister. It went through another account first. An account I didn't recognize. I wrote it down. It started with the letter K. That night, I sat at the kitchen table staring at that single letter like it held the key to everything. K. Who the hell was K? A week passed before I heard from her again. A text message. "I just need time. Don't try to find me. No apology." No reason, just that I didn't respond. But I couldn't let it go. Something didn't feel right. It wasn't just about the money. It was how fast she'd vanished. How she didn't even fight. People don't just walk away from their whole life for charity. So I started digging. Her sister finally picked up after my 5th call. Her voice was shaky. "Ethan, I'm so sorry about everything. Where's Lena? I asked. I don't know, she said. But I didn't take that money. What? I never got anything. She said she was handling it. I thought you two were okay. I hung up. And that's when it hit me. The story didn't add up. She didn't give the money to her sister. She lied, but for what? I spent the next few days chasing shadows. The account labeled K led nowhere. It wasn't under her name. It wasn't under her sister's. Then one morning, I checked my mail. There was an envelope. No return address. Inside was a note written in her handwriting, "Don't hate me." I'm fixing what I broke. No explanation. No signature, just that. 2 weeks later, a private investigator I'd hired finally traced the mysterious account. It was linked to a rehab center in Vermont, and the name tied to it, Kevin Miles. I didn't know the name, but I knew the story. Kevin was Lena's ex, the one who nearly ruined her life before we met. She once told me he was an addict, a manipulator, someone she'd escaped, and now she'd wired $75,000 to the same man. The betrayal hit me in layers. First the money, then the lie, then the realization that she'd gone back to the very person who broke her. When I finally reached her, it wasn't through her phone. It was through the rehab center. They told me she'd checked in under a family emergency sponsorship. They wouldn't let me see her. Patient confidentiality. So I waited. 3 days later, she called. Her voice was soft, tired. I know what you found. Why? I asked. Why him? Why again? She was quiet for a long time. Then she said, because I couldn't watch him die. And I couldn't tell you because you'd make me choose. I didn't even know what to say. You did choose, I whispered. You chose him. I know. And that was it. She came home a month later. She looked thinner, older. She stood in the doorway like a ghost, holding her keys like she didn't belong there anymore. I'm sorry, she said. I know I don't deserve to ask for anything. But I just need you to understand I wasn't trying to hurt you. I wanted to yell. To ask her how many lies she told. How many nights she slept soundly while our future burned. But all I could say was, do you even love me anymore? She hesitated. Then she said, I love the man who believed I was better than I am. That answer hurt more than any confession could. She packed her things quietly, left her wedding ring on the counter. I didn't stop her this time. Months passed. I moved into a smaller place. Started working overtime again. People said I should date, get out there, move on. But I wasn't ready. I didn't want another person to love me halfway or lie to my face and call it mercy. Every so often, I'd get a postcard from Vermont. No return address, just a few words scribbled on the back. I'm clean now. Thank you for what you gave me. I hope you're free. I never replied. It's been 2 years. I still have the same job. Still live alone. Sometimes when I see couples walking down the street holding hands, I wonder how many of them are just pretending. How many are smiling while their foundations crumble quietly beneath them? And then I think of Lena. How she taught me that love without honesty is just theater. That forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means accepting that some people's love will always destroy you if you let it. She took $75,000 from me. But the truth is, she didn't just steal money. She stole my faith, my certainty, the version of life I thought we were building together. But in losing that, I found something I didn't expect. I found myself again. I'm not angry anymore. Not really, because you can rebuild a bank account. But once trust is gone, once the dream cracks, it's gone for good. And that's okay, because some endings aren't tragic. They're just honest, and honesty, even when it hurts, is the first real thing I've had in a long time.